Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is L, and I'm going to be bringing you a demolition match on the map Meltdown. Sorry, it's been a while. I know I've been a little bit off on my schedule. School started up, and it's been a little bit crazy. I'm going to be using the Peacekeeper with grip and fast map. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I want you to notice is how I'm gonna play this gun. So first of all, I want to pause it right here just to point out, how I kind of came up this side with my side up. I'm using this cover as in my advantage, but the Peacekeeper is like specific almost to to the mid-range type of combat. So I'm gonna try to keep my gunfights at a mid-range distance, though I do kind of end up getting into some close-range combat later on. But right here, that's a really good example. That was a really good, mid-range gunfight, and I almost got killed right there, but I got lucky enough to get into this, I don't know what this really is. It's like an acid rain dome or something, but anyway, this little, the dome area, and get into cover and reload, and this was actually, and right there, that was a really lucky kill too, but because I had my side up and I went around that corner, I had the advantage. I was able to take that guy out and pick up the kill and not die, because even though my gun was at a disadvantage in that gunfight, I was still able to win that gunfight. And right there, that was a really unfortunate gunfight. I really shouldn't have gone into that room without my side up, but unfortunately I did, and I died because of it. But that was just an unfortunate play. That was a misplay. I really, everyone makes mistakes, but yeah, you probably really don't want to go into gunfights with the disadvantage. Speaking of which, I want to pause it right here, and I'm going to point on my radar. Look how there's another person on that side, and notice how I have like no health, and I still try to go into that gunfight. As I was saying earlier, don't go into gunfights with a disadvantage. And right there, that was a clear disadvantage. He probably had like no shots on him, and I had like a ton of shots. I had like very, very minimal health, so I really shouldn't have gone into that gunfight. And unfortunately, I didn't think of that, and I went into that gunfight and died. So that was just not a smart play. Mistakes happen, but you're always trying to better yourself in the game and just do better in the game so that you can do better in the game, obviously. But bettering yourself and how your playstyle and such really helps doing better in the game. And I'm gonna get off this tangent because I know it sounds really confusing. Right there, really clutch bomb plant. I know it's really late in the game, and I know most people know this, but it actually takes like 5 seconds to defuse a bomb. So if you see a bomb underneath like 5 seconds, oh, it also takes 5 seconds to plant a bomb. I don't know. I know that's probably relatively old information, but some people probably won't know it, and they'll probably find that what do you call it, helpful. Anyway, so if you see a bomb underneath 5 seconds, you probably don't want to try to defuse it. Then it's just not worth the effort, probably not worth the death either. And right here, this was like not really that great of a that wasn't really that great of a play. I really shouldn't have chased that sniper, because overall you don't want to chase people in. Overall you don't want to chase people, especially if it requires you running out into the open. And right here, this gun really isn't made for close quarters combat, but it does pretty well. And right here, and picking up that nice triple, and I saw that guy on my radar, and right here I'm using my cover to my advantage, just using pretty much every aspect of the game to try to give myself the advantage. And fortunately, it's working out really well for me right there. Nice double kill. That was really lucky right here. I really shouldn't have gone into that gunfight. I was totally at a disadvantage, and getting really lucky right here with the getting into cover and that hellstorm saving me. Right there, I actually didn't defuse that bomb because it was kind of risk, because it had just gotten to 5 seconds when I got there, and fortunately that my teammate actually was able to defuse it. So I think I knew that I couldn't defuse it because someone else was defusing it. So luckily that bomb got defused. And right here, getting really lucky with those with these kills right here, especially since that isn't like the range for this gun. And look at how much ammo I have. It's like very minimal. Still getting pretty lucky with these kills, and they're lining up pretty well for me. I think I'm just about to get my swarm right here. yeah, right here I get this kill, and then I smash this, smash that, get the swarm, and I'm actually not gonna call it in because there's only like 10 seconds left, and it's pointless to call in kill streaks when there's like no time to use them, and it's just not a smart thing to do. So using kill streaks smart, being conscious of the amount of time it uses, and using the kill streaks efficiently will definitely help you do better as a player, and just get a better use out of your score streaks. So that half is actually wrapping up. I did pretty well. I think I'm like 18-2 with a swarm in my pocket going into the next round, pretty well prepared. I'm gonna jump back into the gameplay. So actually, there's actually not really any specific route that you should take for the advantage with this gun, mostly because this map overall is pretty decent with the range of gunfights. I mean, they all are pretty much mid-range, which is really good for the Peacekeeper, so I would recommend trying to run the Peacekeeper on this map. Anyway, I want to pause it right here just to point out, look at my mini-map. The way I was going, there weren't very many people, and I am trying to pick off people so that, it reduces the amount of enemies that are possibly in the area. And unfortunately, I didn't see that guy. He had Ghost on, I think. Yeah, he has Ghost. So I got killed by him. I probably should have checked my back a little bit more often, especially since I wasn't running a suppressed weapon. And I saw that, there were people in the general area, but whatever, I should have checked my... I really... That was just a mistake. And right there, I just want to pause it. Look how close that hunter killer gets to me. That's not, like, the real reason... well, actually, anyway, I'm thinking of stopping doing swarm gameplays, mostly because the swarm doesn't really get done what I want it to get done. I mean, I feel like the lodestar probably gets more kills in terms of, like, first of all, ability to get the lodestar is a lot easier than getting the swarm. I thought that was not a really good play. I should have gone around that corner with my side up. I also had the disadvantage in that gunfight. But anyway, going back to my original tangent, I feel like the lodestar is easier to achieve, and it's easier to get more kills with, and it's just overall see, I gave myself the advantage and I was able to pick that guy off. But I think I'm going to start going back to my lodestar gameplays instead of my swarm gameplays, because I just don't feel like the swarm gets what I need it to do done. So I think I'm going back to the swarm game, or I'm going back to my lodestar gameplays. I'm sorry guys if you guys really enjoyed the swarm gameplays. If you have a suggestion for how I might do this better, maybe find another score streak to use. I know the game cycle's probably it's late in the game cycle to be doing this, but leave a comment. Anyway guys, this gameplay is actually wrapping up. Final score was 31-4. Not a bad gameplay. Pretty good for playing the objective and getting a swarm. Anyway guys, like, subscribe, share. Please have a nice day, and God bless.